everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is another monthly pin board video. Of course, I have the month of November all ready to go, so if you want to see why I picked these pins and a closer look of what they are, keep watching. So for this month's pin board for November, I of course had to go with a heavy theme of coziness and family and feasting. So you're gonna see that throughout different parts of the board. I do have this non-pin item right in the middle, and that is the Festival of the Holidays Sip and Savor Pass from last year. I thought because, you know, Disneyland has officially kicked that off again this year, I kind of just wanted to include that to pay a little homage to what's going on in my favorite place in the world, my home away from home, Disneyland. So let me go ahead and flip the camera around and give you guys a closer look of the board and why I picked what I did. So let's go ahead and start off right in the middle with the Festival of the Holidays Sip and Savor Pass. I decided to put this in the middle of my board because I feel like the pins surrounding it are definitely food inspired. Top corner, and we have Mirda. She is part of a fantasy series called Princesses in the Park. I love this pin, had to absolutely include it because what is she holding? None other than a gigantic turkey leg. Moving over, we have Snow White. I thought she looked super cute. Again, part of the Princesses in the Park series, limited edition of 75. These pins are huge and seriously take up most of my board. I decided to include her because apple, I think of pies during Thanksgiving, and I thought of apple pie. I'm not even sure if they're in season, but I went ahead and included her. Finishing off that fantasy series, I went ahead and included Belle because I just thought her yellow shirt and brown hair really just give me fall vibes. So I wanted to include this Rapunzel pin because, you know, cozy and warm drinks really do suit this time of the year so well. I personally don't drink coffee, but I do drink copious amounts of hot chocolate. So wanted to include her here and represent just that warm, fuzzy feeling when you drink something nice and hot. And finally, finishing off the food portion of the board, included this really cute Carnation Cafe Maurice. I love that he's holding a basket of bread. Also, this pin is limited edition of 10,000, an older pin of 2003, and was part of the Disney Dining Chef series. So one random pin that really stands alone, but really isn't random at all, is this Aladdin's 25th Anniversary limited release pin, which features the genie as both a broadcaster in two different forms. And I love it because if you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade in New York, this is exactly what it's referencing to. And I love all the glitter elements in this pin. The coppery colors definitely speak fall to me. Up to the top portion of my board, you will see a little theme going on here, and it has to do with family photos. I know here in California, it is kind of a big deal to specifically get family photos done in fall, so I wanted to include that. I love this pin. It is a fantasy pin, and it was released by Grape Soda, but when you pull up the pin, you have the castle in the background. I love Cara and Ellie. It was part of a starter pack, but this is just one pin that I absolutely adored, so wanted to include it in the photo section. Here I have Mickey, Goofy, and Donald in a photo bomb, and of course I have a feeling during the holidays a lot of that will be going on, specifically when taking selfies. And here we have Genie, Aladdin, Jasmine, and Abu. This is when he's saying group hug at the end of the movie, and I had to include that because, again, just this whole feeling of family and photos just spoke to me, and I wanted to include that in this little section. So moving over, I was a little bit hesitant to include this pin on this board because I feel like it really does go with November, but I also felt like it would definitely fit in with December. But this is a pin that says home is where the hearth is, Disney California Grand Hotel, and I love it because it finally is getting a little bit colder here where I live, and it's like the fire and being cozy. And now that we have our dog Banner, just being snuggled up with him is definitely something I'm looking forward to this season. Over to the bottom right hand corner of my board, these two pins I specifically put on my board from the animation celebration that took place earlier this year in Walt Disney World, but it's because it's Mickey's birthday month, kind of like a little tip of the hat to him, so to speak. This pin is gorgeous because it is a pin on pin design, and Mickey looks super dapper, and I love that they made a pin specifically for him. He turned 90 this year and he looks pretty pretty darn good if you ask me. Okay, so almost done. I have this bottom section here, and this bottom section really is devoted to traveling during the holidays. I know there's a lot of family trips, so I thought these pins from Tokyo Disney, they are, I believe, an older pin set, were pretty perfect for this. You have Mickey here with his top hat and suitcase. You have Daisy Duck looking super sassy. Also in this set was Mickey and Minnie with Pluto and all of their luggage, and another one of just Mickey with her luggage, and it looks like her train ticket or plane ticket, but I'm pretty sure it was for a train, especially knowing how much Walt loved trains. I also included this Genie pin. I love it because he's so excited. He's obviously getting ready to go to Disneyland, which brings me to the annual pass holder portion of my board. I know that might seem random, but it really is not. If you've watched a previous video of ours, you notice that our passes expired at the end of October. I'm officially happy to say we are a part of the annual pass holder family again. So I had to include those two AP pins right there in the middle of the board as well, because that is really representing November for us. We are so happy to continue the memories this year. Finally, finishing off my board, we have this Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head from Tokyo Disney, as well as these little green men. They aren't from Tokyo Disney. I'm actually not really sure where they're from. I do know it is an older 2002 pin, but I wanted to kind of just finish this off because I thought it was adorable that Mr. Potato Head has a Mickey hat on. Again, just paying tribute to Mickey there since it's his birthday, but really because of family. At the end of one of the movies, you hear Mrs. Potato saying that the little green men are adorable and she wants to adopt them. And I just feel like it just really represents family, and that you make your own family sometimes, and no matter where you are, you can find your tribe. Last look of the pin board in its entirety. All right, you guys, that is it for my November pin board. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. It really does help our humble little channel grow, as well as giving it a big thumbs up. You're gonna see a lot more vlogs coming, especially for this holiday season, so you're not gonna wanna miss that. As always, have a distastic day, everyone. Bye.